Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome live here on the WHS Network here on YouTube.com with Raider Volleyball coming your way here this evening. The beautiful Raider Gymnasium in Selma, Indiana. We have the 17-2 and 7-0 in the conference Cowan Blackhawks taking on your 21-2 and 8-0 in the conference Wapahani Raiders. Again, I'm Brandon Morvillius. Alongside here with me is cameraman Jordan Redbeard McCoy. And we'll get right into things with our Raiders Line pregame show presented by FC Tucker, Muncie Riveters, Ted Cook, and Joanne Davis. Now, Wapahani, again, had a very good start to the week. Got a big win on Monday night to get back to their winning ways again. And so now you come in here into tonight's ball game in which Cowan has been playing very well this year, and Wapahani has as well. Two very respectable volleyball programs that have a long history of success under volleyball programs. And so, if you remember correctly, last year, Wapahani played Cowan 2 times. They played them in the county tournament, and then they also played them in the regular season, in which both of those games were great ones. Classics, especially the second game in which Wapahani won in a 5-set thriller. And so I don't know, if you expect that exactly necessarily coming into tonight's game. Both teams a little different and different in some various ways, but I think both have the competitiveness and the drive to come out here and to put a great game together. And like I said, this Cowan team still has Gracie Conway. They have her along with many others. J.C. Harrington's having a great year. Gracie Upchurch, Emma Clark, Sophie Smith. You have Riley Mace doing her thing back there in the back row as well. And so, you have ladies here that experienced a state championship last year and that's really been off to a great season here, not only for themselves, but now you get to the season where it's winding down. You start going into that postseason mode, and that kind of ups the ante that much more. I think it's going to be, like I said, it's going to be fun to watch here tonight, and these two teams have, showed obviously throughout the season here that when their back is up against the wall and they're playing some tough opponents, they can still find ways to win. And this will be one of those nights tonight where both teams obviously very respected in their classes. I think, to my knowledge, I think Cowan is ranked in the top 5, I believe, in 1A, and Wapahani's ranked number 2 in 2A. So, you have 2 programs that are definitely right up there with some of the best in the state of Indiana, and so that makes this game even that much more important and interesting to watch as the night will go along here. Speaking of which, when you take a look at these two teams, we got some stats here. Kind of a little bit of a difference, as far as, in games played. Wapahani's played 23 games, Cowan's played 19, so you do have a 4-game advantage here if you're Wapahani. But the Raiders, 849 kills compared to Cowan's 616. They edge us out just by a hair in the hitting percentage. And then digs, kind of the same thing here. Wapahani, 1,024 digs compared to Cowan, 725. Got them on blocks by a large margin. Obviously, you can tell, Cowan really not known for their blocks. But, I'll tell you, from watching them last week against Yorktown, I actually thought their blocking was fairly good. Wasn't great. But I thought really Cowan's blocking was fairly good. They was able to get some deflection, slow the ball down for the back row players. So I think the front row right there, especially with these blockers, are sneaky good. I wouldn't necessarily so much worry about what the numbers say, just and how the results are throughout the ball game here. Hopefully Wapahani's hitters can miss their hands. Assists, 583 for Cowan, 802 here for Wapahani, and then serving aces, both teams over 100 or over 200 rather. Cowan edging out Wapahani there, 231 to 208. So very, very good job. They can get the job done from behind the service line, and that could also be another very important key coming into tonight's ball game. Now, as I was talking about some of their players earlier. You've got to look at impactful players here for Wapahani as well. The likes of Chloe Cook and Mallory Summers, Reese Baker, Cameron Wise, Cadence Brewer, and even other role players here that really have done a nice job. Gracie Stanley and Ashton Zitgraff. Really like what they've done, coming out here. And, you have Emily Stewart that's been down the majority of the year, and so you've had, more or less Ashton Zitgraff kind of come in there and has really done a nice job again with her and Stanley, and then Baker back there in the back. They've done a fairly good job, and you love the effort, and they've gotten after it, and then you also have to take a look at Briley Felton. She adds a different look, being a left-hander, see, there's different avenues that you can go to from our hitting game that's just absolutely superb, and what could be definitely a big-time impact on this evening's ball game. So, again, we'll have it all coming at you live from the WHS Network, so make sure we got it all coming up here, I would say, in roughly about 3 or 4 minutes or so. We have the national anthem coming up, and then tonight's rosters, and then tonight's ball game. So, again, stay tuned in with us all night long, and we'll go ahead and step aside for a break. This has been our Raiders Live pregame show, presented by FC Tucker, Muncie Realtors, Ted Cook, and Joanne Davis. We'll be back right after these messages.
We know the right way to get you where you need to go. We'll be the wheels underneath you, out on the road. We're driven to give you the best service. We're driven cause we know you deserve it. Stoops, we're driven to be the best. Stoops, we're driven to be the best.
Hi, I'm Austin Rich with Next Home Elite Real Estate. Next Home Elite Real Estate's primary focus is to enrich lives by helping people find their next home. As one of Delaware County's premier realtors, I provide consumer-focused branding, the newest technology, and a marketing plan that provides superior service to all of my clients without compromise. For any and all of your real estate needs, contact me, Austin Rich with Next Home Elite Real Estate at 765-749-4546.
All right, folks, welcome back live here on the WHS Network here on YouTube.com. Again, we'll take a look at tonight's rosters here first and foremost for the visiting Cowan Blackhawks. Number 1, Mallory Combs. Number 2, Ashlyn Clues. Number 3, Gracie Upchurch. Number 4, Emma Clark. Number 5, JC Harrington. Number 6, Riley Mace. Number 7, Madeline Howell. Number 8, Josie Burr. Number 9, Gracie Conway. Number 10, Sophia Smith. Number 11, Emily Kerr. Number 13, Macy Martin. Also number 14, Autumn Romack. Number 15, Miranda Bowling. Blackhawks are coached by Melissa Paul Gardner. Wapahani looks like this. Number 2, Reese Baker. Number 3, Lauren Rich. Number 4, Gracie Stanley. Number 5, Briley Felton. Number 6, Ashton Ziggraff. Number 7, Chloe Cook. Number 8, Madeline Rhodes. Number 9, Mallory Summers. Number 10, Layla Lee. Number 11, Macy Bowden. Number 12, Cameron Wise. Number 13, Lauren Lewis. And number 16, Cadence Brewer. Again, your Raiders coached by Katie Weir, assisted by Paige Williamson, Lindy Davis, Madison Mangus, and Caitlin Riddle. So, with all that being said, we thank you all for watching us here tonight as this evening's MEC Showdown gets underway here this evening from beautiful Raider Gymnasium. Again, I'm your play-by-play broadcaster, Brandon Mordelis. Alongside here with me is cameraman Jordan Redbeard McCoy. So a quick start here from the Raiders after the miscue by the Blackhawks to begin things. We'll have Reese Baker back to serve. Saved there by Mace and blocked by Wise momentarily. Set on to Summers. There's Conway with the dig. Harrington sets it to Conway. That's deflected out of bounds. And a point goes to the Blackhawks. A kill for Conway. Again, adding to her total of 286 coming into the night. So back to serve now for Cowan. It'll be number 10, Sophia Smith. Handled by Baker. Bowden to Wise. Yes! And the Raiders lead it 2-1. So now Ashton Zentgraff will acclimate herself into the Raider rotation for Briley Felton. And Zentgraff will now be back to serve. Handled there by Cruz, and now Conway back on the attack, blocked by Wise. Zentgraff there, Bowden back to Summers. Yes! Heck yes! And it's Wapahani 3, Cowan 1. Again, I know the broadcasting probably a little muffled, obviously with the mask that I have to wear. It's gotta love the times we're living in. You have to wear a mask to call a ball game, but those are the precautionary things you got to do nowadays. So again, I know it's not probably the greatest thing to sit and listen to, but that's what I got to do to remain safe and to keep others around me safe as well. So 4-1 start here for Wapahani. Again, we still have Ashton Zentgraff back to serve. Handled there by Conway, set right back here in the middle and deflected off of Wise and Summers, and in play, a kill for Conway with number 4, Emma Clark, now back to serve. Again, Clark coming into the night with a team-high 68 aces on the season. Bowden will set it on up to Summers. Mace with a dig. That was Clark setting it up. Look at the hustle from Zentgraff. And we're going to have a net violation called on the Blackhawks. 5-2 now with Chloe Cook in here for the first time tonight for Wapahani. And Mallory Summers back to serve. So right now we have Summers, Baker, Zitgrant, Cook, Bowden, and Wise on the floor here for the Raiders. And into the net we go. So now 5-3 after the service error. And number 8, Josie Bird, now back to serve for the now coming in, for Cowan. Back to serve will be number 9, Gracie Conway. Handled by Summers. Set on to Cook. Zitgrant digs it out. Bowden now on the Cook again. Again, not really what he was looking for there. Mishandled by Zitgrant. So now 5-4. And we're expecting this to be a great one, as always. Usually never disappoints. It's always close, highly competitive. I expect nothing less here tonight. Bowden sets it on to Cook and slams that one right into the net. So now we're all squared up at 5. So that's 3 consecutive put on the board here for Cowan. So what, the Raiders got away with one right there. Set up to Cook, and she hammers that one down with some authority to put the Raiders back on top now, 6-5. We'll have Cadence Brewer now in here for Wapahani for the first time this evening. And number 12, Cameron Wise, back to serve. Nicely done right there. Harrington to the back there to Conway, and miss hits that one on the attack into the net. So 7-5 Raiders. Now Cameron Wise back to serve. Shanked on there to the right side. Nice hustle there by Harrington, and then some miscommunication on behalf of Wapahani, allowing a point there for Cowan that should have really never happened. So now Riley Mace will be back behind the service line. Oh, it was off of Zitgraf and deflected off of Cook, and luckily the Raiders were able to get it over. And so now some defensive breakdowns by the Raiders have now gotten Cowan right back even with Wapahani at 7. Set up to Summers. Get another one where she then just hitting that right off the palm and getting on top of the ball. Hits that one straight into the net, so now Cowan has taken a 1-point lead. Set to Cook. Dug by Mace. Clark now there to number 10, Sophia Smith. And the Blackhawks have got it going on right now, building some momentum. Summers there to receive the serve, snap to Brewer, bring it! Cadence Brewer with a big time kill, and the Raiders now within 1. Riley Felton returning to the Raider rotation for Ashton Zentgraf, and now Macy Bowden back to serve. Handled by Harrington, dug right out of the net, nicely done there by Clark. Now Bowden to Cook. Is it in? It is out. So Cook unable to sneak it in bounds. And the Blackhawks back up by 2 with J.C. Harrington back to serve. Set to Felton on the right side, dug out by Harrington. Clark gets it over, Summers to Bowden, back to Brewer. And again, hammering it down, Cadence Brewer on the season, 76 kills. Again, the Raiders will have Gracie Stanley now back to serve. Wapahani already with nearly 3 ladies with over 200 kills. Wise coming into the night with 196. You have Cook with 231, Summers with 216. Nice hustle by Baker. And that violation now on Wapahani. Tell you what, this actually might be one of the more intense ball games as far as crowd noise that we've had so far this year. That's very refreshing. We're actually getting back to volleyball again. From the standpoint of normalcy, you got the crowd noise and everything else that goes along with it. Conway on the attack, and that's going to be too strong and out of bounds. So Wise returning to the fold here for Wapahani. And we'll have Reese Baker back to serve. Ahead are the Blackhawks by 1 at 11-10. Nice serve from Baker. Conway on the attack off of the hand of Wise. Possibly Felton there as well. Conway with a kill. Number 10. That is Sophia Smith back to serve. There was Stanley. Bowden on the Wise, and look at that. Just a soft touch over the net. Right off the fingertips and inbounds now, 12-11. Ashton Zitgaff. Back to serve now for Wapahani. Just coming in a moment ago for Bradley Felton. And that's going to be an ace. Shanked off of Mace, and then that was number 2, Ashlyn Cruz, that wore that one after Mace shanked it off to the left side. Luckily, the young lady's all right. Nice serve again, this time for Zitgraff. Set to Conway. Baker lays out for it. Great hustle by Baker and even Stanley. But the Blackhawks will come up with the points. Conway, just so much force that she puts on every single attack. So service error there will cost the Blackhawks a point now to even it up again here at 13. Chloe Cook now in for Wapahani. Mallory Summers back to serve. That's much better there. Summers able to collect a point there. We'll have a lift call on Cowan rather. So it's 14-13 Wapahani. Handled there by Clues. Now Conway back on the attack. Summers lays out for it. And again, another one shanked off, this time to the right side, and no one able to get there. Passing starting to fail us here a little bit at times, but that's just part of the game. And Summers again off to the right side, so an ace this time for Gracie Conway. Dug out by Summers. Off the serve, and a kill for Wise off the hand of number 4, Emma Clark. Tied up at 15 now. We'll have Madeline Rhodes now in for Mallory Summers. And I'm not sure what's going on with Summers, but Summers is hurt. So I hope she's going to be okay. So again, Madeline Rhodes now in the ball game. Nicely done. The Raiders able to tie it up here at 16. Good serve there from Bowden, deflected up in the air. And they will get it over. That was Mace, Rhodes, Bowden, Brewer, yes. And the Raiders push ahead by 1, 17-16. Again, Bowden back here to serve. We're going to have a timeout taken here by Cowan. And we'll go ahead and take a timeout here as well. Again, it's 18-16 Wapahani here in tonight's opening set. We'll be back right after this message. All right, folks, welcome back here to our Kinshaw Properties game break. Again, it's Wapahani 18, Cowan 16. In the opening set of tonight's matchup, the MEC Conference Showdown here from Raider Gymnasium. Then I'm Brandon Morvillius, alongside here with me, cameraman Jordan Redbeard McCoy. As we'll take a look here now, Macy Bowden back to serve, coming out of the timeout. And the Raiders have now been able to answer back after a couple of miscues. And the Blackhawks get that one out of bounds, and a point there for Wapahani. Set up there, Conway from the back row, and deflected up in the air and out of bounds. So Conway with the kill and will get the Blackhawks back on the board. So let's see if the Raiders can keep it going here. Up by 2, we'll have number 5, J.C. Harrington, back to serve. And Rhodes shanks that one out of bounds to make it now 19-18. There's Rhodes. Bowden now on the Felton. And just a little too long. And we're now tied at 19, and a timeout taken now by Wapahani. And this time we'll stick right here with you. We'd like to thank some of our sponsors here this evening. We'd like to thank Kinshaw Properties, a proud sponsor of us on the WHS Network. Kinshaw Properties, owned by Kendra and Shane Franks. They're a Muncie-based company that offers Muncie area rental homes. For more information, check out their website at kenshawproperties.com. Again, that is KENSHA properties.com. And you can contact them at 765-356-1340. So again, that's Kinshaw Properties, a proud sponsor of the WHS Network. Again, all tied up here at 19, 3 consecutive points put together here by your Raiders, or by the Blackhawks rather. It's been a little bit of a rough stretch here for your Raiders. Mistake right there, and an ace for Harrington. And so now Cowan ahead here by 2. Rhodes here Reception on to serve. Cook on the attack. Handled there by Mace. Now Conway back at it. Baker with the dig. Bowden back to Cook. And out of bounds. Bowden to Brewer, blocked. And so the Raiders will take another timeout. Here's Cowan. Has rattled off 7 in a row. Wapahani once led 19-16, so tough sledding here for the Raiders right now. We'll step aside for a break. Again, this will be our Kinshaw Properties game break. All right, ladies and gentlemen, going to welcome back here on the WHS Network. It's Cowan 23, Wapahani 19. And so, again, the Raiders in a little bit of a bind here. Let's see if they can dig themselves out of it here. Still late, again, late here in the first set. Not exactly the time when you want to start going off the rails here a little bit, but let's see what the Raiders are made of right here. Set on the Cook. Yes! What a big-time kill for Chloe Cook, and we'll get the Raiders back on the board. Now Lauren Rich in the ball game for Madeline Rhodes. Also Gracie Stanley in for Chloe Cook. And a rotation violation on Cowan. My goodness. That's very unfortunate. That's a big point to be given away there by Cowan. But also a very big point here for your Raiders. They get 1 point closer. Much needed. And a nice job there. Harrington gets enough on it. Harrington records the kill off the deflection out of bounds from Wapahani. And so now Cowan here at set point. Number 2, Ashlyn Clues now in the game and back to serve. There's Stanley, Bowden now to Brewer. Harrington to Conway, and Cowan will take the opening set. So 25-21, the Blackhawks come back after being down 19-16, and they was really in command since then after a 9-2 run. So we'll see what set number 2 comes into play. Again, I know Mallory Summers had went down there. I don't know. She came off the floor. Madeline Rhodes came in for her right there towards the end of this first set. Not sure of exactly what's going on with Mallory. They did take her back in the locker room area to get her checked out. But again, not sure exactly what's going on there. Hope everything's okay. But still, nonetheless, right now the Raiders down 1-0. Got some work to do. No reason to panic. Just refocus, get locked back in, and hopefully set number 2 is a little bit more pleasant for you, especially down the stretch. So we'll be back right after these messages.
know the right way to get you where you need to go. We'll be the wheels underneath you, out on the road. We're driven to give you the best service. We're driven cause we know you deserve it. Stoops, we're driven to be the best. Stoops, we're driven to be the best.
All right, folks, welcome back. Again, we're in Warville alongside cameraman Jordan Redbeard McCoy. It was set number 2 of the evening. Again, Cowan took the opening set, 25-21. So again, we'll see what happens here in set number 2. Again, kind of a tough way to lose that first set there for Wapahani. Like I said, he was up by 3 points, 19-16 late there in the first set, and then things just kind of went off the rails for us, unfortunately. But you can get back on here, you can get the train back on the track and get back after it here. But without question, the Raiders are going to have a little bit of work to do. Then we'll have number 2, Ashlyn Clues, back to serve. Back there to Wise, and now Clark will get it over. Stanley, Bowden, back to Wise, yes! And the Raiders will now even it up at 1 with number 6, Ashton Zitgraff, now in the ball game and back to serve. Harrington won't get there. That's going to be an ace for Zitgraff. Harrington on to Conway. Baker with a great hustle there, but unable to get there in time. As Conway finds the back corner, executes it nicely there to give point there to the Blackhawks to tie it up here at 2. Again, you got Sophia Smith back there to serve. Look at Bowden right there, a little trickery. Dropping that in the bucket. Now 3-2 Wapahani. Chloe Cook will return to the Raider rotation now with Lauren Rich back to serve. And that's going to head out of bounds. So tied here at 3 now, Madeline Rhodes in the ball game for Lauren Rich. Again, relying on 2 freshmen here, again in the absence of Mallory Summers. And that's going to be blocked by number 9, Gracie Conway. As Bowden was trying to tip it over the net. Really not a whole lot much more she could have done right there. I was in a really kind of an awkward position, kind of backpedaling, going towards the ball. Setting it up for Cook. Slams it down. And tied now at 4 with Cameron Wise back to serve. Also Cadence Brewer subbing in for Wapahani. And that also will be out of bounds. So back-to-back serves for Wapahani have sailed out of bounds. One by Rich and now one by Wise. Usually right on the money. Cameron leading the team right now in aces with 59 of them. So Raiders will get it over here now. Clark sets it up there to number 7, Howe for the kill. So Madeline Howe there, I believe, with her first kill of the evening. Puts the Blackhawks back up here by 2. Nice save there from Bowden. Cook on the attack, and Mace off the right hand there of hers, and Cook with the kill to now get the Raiders back within 1. Briley Felton will now sub in for the Raiders. for Ashton Zitgraff. Now Macy Bowden back to serve. Handled there by Bird. And put back down. The Raiders able to execute on a ball right there, mishandled by the Blackhawks. Brewer coming up big. Now look at that. Bowden did it. Now you got Emma Clark doing it here for Cowan. Again, just tipping it right over. Well played ball again, leading the defense. And just changing it up every now and again. So that was Riley Mace back there to serve just a moment ago. Received there by Rhodes. Brewer on the attack. Mishandled by Clark. And Brewer here with another kill. We'll again even it up here at 7 now with Gracie Stanley and Lauren Rich returning to the floor here for Wapahani. Gracie Stanley back to serve. Clark there to Harrington. And that will be a good ball and a good point there for Cowan. Again, to retake the lead. The back and forth game continues here within the last few points. Bowden set it up there to Felton. Harrington with a dig. Mace on to Clark. Stanley gets there in time. Bowden now on to Rich. And this hits it. Again, just got to relax, especially with a young freshman in there getting some playing time here in a crucial game. Just got to take some deep breaths. Stay relaxed. Do exactly, play the way you're capable of playing. I know that's, I'm sure, a lot easier said than done, but just got to stay relaxed out there and do your thing. Because obviously you start getting all jumbled up and if one thing bad happens, then, things can spiral. That looked to have been deflected, and it was, so a point for Cowan. So now returning to the floor here for the Blackhawks will be number 2, Ashlyn Clues. Again, with Cowan ahead by 2 at 10-8. Again, here in set number 2 of the evening. Cowan won the first set, 25-21. And Wise with a crossbody curl to make it now a 10-9 ball game. Ashton Zitgraff will return to the floor and now will be back to serve. Harrington sets it to Conway. Had to use the left hand. Kind of a bad set there. Wise didn't put enough on it to get it over the net. And so now Madeline Howell returning to the action here for the Blackhawks. Number 10, Sophia Smith back there to serve just a moment ago. Back to Wise again on the old wraparound crossbody. Attack there as Conway puts that one out of bounds. So let's see if the Raiders can kind of push ahead right here. You're already about right here at the midway point, essentially, here in the second set. Let's see if the Raiders can get it going here. We'll have Madeline Rhodes now in the game for Rich. She'll be back to serve. Again, Madeline, also a freshman. I even talked about that earlier in the junior varsity game, if you guys was able to watch that. I talked about how, for the junior varsity team, you only have tonight and then tomorrow night as Cook will hit that one inbounds. We only have 2 games left now, only one after the junior varsity Raiders won tonight, but these girls, could, see some, see an opportunity to possibly dress or, depending upon situation, might even get in the game. Obviously, I didn't hope that, something like this would happen where you might have an injury to where it would allow these girls to play. More than likely you want to see some of the freshmen or some others play when, you have a nice sizable lead of 12 to 15 points, something like that. But still, nonetheless, girls are here to fulfill some roles and take advantage of opportunities. So we'll see what, again, these young freshmen are made of here. So far, pretty good. Wise there with a big ace, now 13 to 12, and now that one will be served into the net. So right after the ace, we get a service there, 14-12 Cowan, number 8, Josie Bird. Return to the Blackhawk rotation. Conway back to serve. Handled by Rhodes. Baker to Cook. And that one will fall in. So another crucial point there for Wapahani. Cook with a big kill there to get us back within one. Riley Felton now in for Wapahani. And Macy Bowden back to serve. Felton on the attack. Dug by Conway. Clark now to Harrington. Cook gets there in time. Set back to her from Baker. Mace extends the arm out there. Back to Cook one more time. Dug that time by Conway. And hit into the net, and the Raiders will tie it up. Clark sets it up to Bird, and that's going to head out of bounds. And we're seeing there was a deflection there off of Wapahani. And so Cowan again will pull ahead here by one, 15 to 14. Riley Mace back to serve. Handled by Rhodes. Bowden again throwing a changeup. What a great time to choose to do that right there by Macy Bowden. As Lauren Rich will return to the floor for Wapahani. Also Gracie Stanley in the game and back to serve. Handled by Mace. Clark to Harrington. Deflection up in the air. Now back to Rich one more time. Yes! Lauren Rich with the kill. So the Raiders now ahead by one, 16-15. Stanley still back to serve. Clark there to Smith. Baker gets there in time. Now to Felton. Doesn't get much on it. Bird back out again. Another one hit into the net. And now the Raiders will force Cowan to take a timeout. 17-15 Raiders here in set number 2, folks. We'll step aside, and this will be our Kenshaw Properties game break. All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Again, I'm Brandon Morvillius. Alongside with me, cameraman Jordan Redbeard McCoy. It's Wapahani 17, Cowan 15 here in set number 2 of the evening. And again, if you are just now joining us, Cowan took the first set, 25-21. So let's see if the Raiders can bounce back here in set number 2. They're ahead by a pair right now. Still good ways to go. Nice dig from Baker. Bowden on to Felton. Dug by Conway that time. Now Harrington with the left hand. Cross court, Rich. Oh, that's going to be 4 hits. Okay, I thought it was anyway. I guess I must not have learned how to count, I suppose. Not to mention, probably could have been a lift in there as well. But hey, you know, part of the game sometimes. It's not going to go your way. And that very well could have been the right call. Might not have been. Who knows? Either way, it's 17-16 right now. Rich with soft touch hitting the net, and the Raiders get back on the board again. Nicely done there by Lauren Rich. Got Reese Baker back to serve. Also, Cameron Wise back in here for Wapahani. Conway at it. Look at Baker with the dig. Goodness. Conway again can really hit the ball hard. So hit out of bounds, and the Raiders again will force Cowan to take another timeout now, 19-16. And again, this is exactly the same thing that happened in the first set. The Raiders had a 19-16 lead, and then the wheels kind of fell off, but that was in the first set. This is a brand new set. Anything can happen, but the Raiders have got to keep the pedal to the metal here. You have a great opportunity to tie this game right back up at 1 set apiece, and so we've got to continue to play smart, you know, and not try to do too much at different times here, you know, and being able to take a, you know, risk, you know, whatever the case might be, you know, just get the ball over the net on the serve, and then make the defense play after that. So both teams back out of the timeout, back onto the floor. Then we have Baker, Stanley, Bowden, Wise, Rich, and Felton on the floor. Baker back to serve. Nice serve right there, and Conway gets it over. There's Bowden. Baker on to Felton, the left-hander. Harrington with the dig. Mace now over to Clark. Baker now to the right side again to Felton, and the old left-hander, Bradley Felton, coming through in the clutch with the kill. Now the Raiders have expanded the lead to 4, which is the largest lead of the ball game. Down will get it over. Baker gets back there. Bowden now to Wise. Harrington digs it out. Now Bird touches it over the net, and there you have it. For point number 17 for the Blackhawks. Again, Bird reading the defense. Blockers right up on the net quickly there. Expecting that big swing, and Bird thought otherwise. Wise on the attack. Harrington dug out. Blocked by Wise. That time off the hit from Conway. Now Clark. Then with soft touch there. Bowden to Wise again. Yes! The recipe for success for point number 21 goes to the duo of Bowden and Wise. 21-17, Ashton Zitgraff returning to the floor here for Wapahani, and now back to serve. And that's going to head out of bounds. All right, so now number 10, Sophia Smith back to serve for Cowan. Again, still a 3-point lead here for the Raiders. Baker handles the serve. Bowden again changes it up. Beautifully done. Absolutely beautiful. Again, caught the defense off balance there, and again, kind of picking your times to be able to throw in a shot like that. So 22-19. Again, we'll have number 4 in the clock back to serve. Handled by Rhodes. Bowden. Again, throwing that in there this time. I think that they was ready for it that time. And a little mistimed jump by Zitgraff. Great hustle. Just a little mistiming there on the jump. Now 22-20. And again, we'll still see Emma Clark back to serve. Handled by Zitgraff. Bowden sets it on to Cook. Yes! Heck yes! 23-20 Wapahani. Cadence Brewer back in, and now Cameron Wise behind the service line. As the Raiders now 2 points away from evening up tonight's ball game at a set apiece. Man, a missile of a serve there from Wise. Conway bringing it. Full steam ahead there for Gracie Conway. And the Blackhawks back within 2. Josie Bird returning to the Blackhawk rotation, and a timeout taken by Wapahani. So again, this will be our Kinshaw Properties game break. We'd like to again thank some more of our sponsors here this evening. I'd like to thank Next Home Elite Real Estate. Their primary focus is to enrich lives by helping people find their next home. As one of Delaware County's premier realtors, Austin Rich provides consumer-focused branding, the newest technology, and a market plan that provides superior service to all of his clients' interests without compromise. For all of your real estate needs, make sure to contact Rich at Next Home Elite Real Estate at 765-749-4546. Again, that is Next Home Elite Real Estate. Realtor Austin Rich. Also, I'd like to send out a big thanks to Carol J. Wolf, DDSPC, located at 3915 Wheeling Avenue in Muncie, Indiana. Make your appointment now to receive great care and leave with a pristine, beautiful smile. Contact them at 765-288-1560. And again, their hours are 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Thursday. So again, special thanks there to Carol J. Wolf, DDSPC. And so Brewer, again with a tip over the net, mishandled by Harrington. And so the time has arrived for set point. Wapahani 24, Cowan 21. Here on set number 2. Handled by Mace. Clark to Harrington, and inbounds, a kill for Harrington. Then back to a 2-point ball game. Also Sophia Smith returns to the floor for Cowan. Riley Mace back to serve. Rhodes, Bowden, Felton, yes! And the Raiders prevail in set number 2, 25-22, to even tonight's game up at 1 set apiece from Raider Gymnasium. We'll step aside here for a commercial break, folks. Again, all tied up here from Raider Gymnasium. We'll be back right after this.
Hi, I'm Austin Rich with Next Home Elite Real Estate. Next Home Elite Real Estate's primary focus is to enrich lives by helping people find their next home. As one of Delaware County's premier realtors, I provide consumer-focused branding, the newest technology, and a marketing plan that provides superior service to all of my clients without compromise. For any and all of your real estate needs, contact me, Austin Rich with Next Home Elite Real Estate at 765-749-4546.
All right, folks, welcome back here to Kinshaw game break. Kinshaw Properties game break, rather. 25-21 for Cowan in set number one. The Raiders answered right back with a 25-22 second set victory. Again, to tie this game up at one set apiece here from Raider Gymnasium tonight from what was going to be an interesting game, no doubt, to begin with. But, you look at some of the different things that Wapahani's had to already go through here throughout the ball game. You lose the first set. You've had a couple freshmen now come in and fulfill the role here of Mallory Summers. Now, I will say Mallory is back on the bench. Again, I'm not sure still exactly what happened to her. Whatever it was, I hope that she is okay. Of course, it is definitely a good sign that she's back on the bench, but I'm not sure exactly what had occurred. I could just tell that she was hurt or injured, or she was definitely upset when she came off the floor when Madeline Rhodes came in for her late in the first set. And like I said, I don't know what had happened, so we hope that, with her now being on the bench, hopefully that is a good sign that she is okay. As Felton will get that one to land out of bounds. So it is a point for Cowan. Okay. Sophia Smith back to serve for the Blackhawks. Bowden to Wise, mishandled by Cruz and out of bounds. A kill for Wise, tied at 2. With Ashton Zitgraff returning here for Briley Felton. Again, we do appreciate you all for joining us here tonight throughout the evening here. Again, we had our junior varsity matchup. And then we also was able to witness a big victory there for your Wapahani Raiders. And then back here again tonight. And then also tomorrow night, please join us as well. We'll have another big-time matchup. Wapahani and Muncie Burris will face off. JV start time 6 o'clock. Varsity game to follow. Again, we'll have it all live right here on the WHS Network. And Wise with the block there. And the Raiders now push ahead by 1 with a 3-2 lead. Also, folks, this coming Saturday, we'll be traveling up to Belmont, about an hour and 20-minute drive to cover the Belmont Invite. Again, we'll have that game broadcasted on the WHS Network between the Wapahani Raiders and Belmont. Again, Saturday morning, 10 o'clock. Not sure if we'll be live or not. That's something that when we get there, we'll find out if they have the Wi-Fi to be able to do it. So that will be an ace for Emma Clark. Handled by Baker. Bowden to Wise. Yes. A kill for Cameron Wise. The Raiders even up at 4. Cook and Rhodes back in for Wapahani. And that's going to be an ace. Rhodes again with some service pressure there. Sending it all the way literally back to that back line. It would have been close if she would have let that drop. Would have been very close to see if that one would have fell in or just went out of bounds. Conway with the attack right there collects the kill off the hand of Bowden. The tie, third set up at 5 with Conway back to serve. Also Josie Bird returning to the Raider, not to the Raider rotation, to the Blackhawk rotation. As Conway serves that one out of bounds. A little too much mustard on that one. And now Brewer back into the fold here for Wapahani with Cameron Wise back to serve. And that will be an ace for Wise. So Mace has kind of had a little bit of a tough stretch here within the last few points. again, you know, throughout the course of the ball game, stuff like that's going to happen. You obviously just got to try to minimize it as much as possible. And so you're right back at it. The ball was right there at it. Mace took care of it, and then Harrington with the kill. Now make it a 7-6 ball game. Cadence Brewer returning to the Raider rotation. And now Riley Mace back to serve for Cowan. And that's an ace in front of the outstretched hands of Ashton Zitgraff. I don't know if just kind of playing on your heels a little bit there. Zitgraff there. Now Bowden to Cook. Out of bounds off the hit. And so just like that, Cowan's put together 3 consecutive points to retake an 8-7 lead. Dug there from Zitgraff off the serve reception. And Bird just a bit outside the line right there. Now even things up here for Wapahani at 8. Briley Felton in for Ashton Zitgraff, and now Macy Bowden back to serve. Harrington to Clark, back to Harrington again. There's Rhodes. Now Baker sets it up on a silver platter for Cook. And that's going to be shanked off of Bowden and out of bounds. Great hustle by Baker. So now J.C. Harrington back to serve. 9-8 lead for Cowan and set number 3 of the evening. Handled by Rhodes. Bowden now on to Felton. And right on the line. You want to talk about riding the line right there. Goodness. Definitely had no room for error on that hit by Felton. Well-placed ball to even it up at 9. Gracie Stanley back to serve. Also now Lauren Rich in the ball game for Madeline Rhodes. Skipped over the top of the net. Clark is finding Harrington. She was trying to get up from the ball before that. Dug by Harrington again. Mace to Clark. Deflected up in the air. There's Stanley. Bowden cross court to Rich. Dug by Bird. Conway on the attack. Macy Bowden with the dig. Here's Felton. Harrington again digs it out. Clark gets it over. It's time for some hammer time. There comes Brewer. Yes! Wapahani 10, Cowan 9. As the Raiders have retaken the lead by 1. Again, we have Stanley still back to serve, handled by Mace off the serve. There was Bowden, ready for it. Felton back on the attack, and that's going to be 4 hits. So Ashlyn Clues now will sub in for the Blackhawks. Tied at 10. She'll be back to serve. Handled by Baker. Bowden. Again changes it up right there. Sends it over the net. Blocked by Brewer. Harrington now to Conway. Great hustle by Bowden getting there in time. Baker now on to Felton. And had some spin on the ball. Just not enough to get that one to fall in. You could tell it had the downward action. And that will be served into the net, so service error by Clues. Tied now at 11. Cameron Wise back in for the Raiders, and Reese Baker back to serve. Harrington on to Conway, blocked by Wise. There's Stanley. Bowden will get over now to Rich. Mace will dig it out. Back to Conway. Bowden gets a hand on it. Now back to Rich one more time, and my, oh my. Look at Warren Rich. Mercy. 12-11. Again, Cowan won 25-21 in the first set. The Raiders 25-22 in the second set. Very much a battle here in set number 3 as Cowan again ties it up, this time at 12. And again, this third set so important. I mean, every set's important, but especially in a game like this with both teams tied at a set apiece. This really gives you momentum here if you can pull this one out. So a service error there for Conway. I think that was Conway that was back there to serve. By the way, it was a serving error for Cowan. I didn't look over there at the time to see who served that, so that is my fault. So Zitgraf back in, now back to serve. Handled by Clues. Now Conway on the attack. And deflected out of bounds, and we're tied again now at 13. Baker, Bowden, Wise, block. So Clark again serving for the Blackhawks, ahead by 1. There's Zitgraf now on the Wise. Harrington on the attack. Baker there, and now Bowden set to Rich. Harrington trying to find the back corner. Nice hustle by Baker, and then Stanley. Conway back at it. A little too long. And the back and forth game. Here we go again. Tied at 14. Cook and Rhodes will return to action for Wapahani. Madeline Rhodes back to serve. Good nice serve there from Madeline. Harrington will get it stuffed. Cameron Wise with a good old-fashioned stuff in there to give the Raiders a 1-point lead now at 15-14. Harrington now over to Conway, kind of a little bit of an unorthodox hit there for Conway, trying to do the best she could. Ended up working out well. Another block and another point here for the Blackhawks to again even the game up here. Now Josie Bird will turn to the floor for Cowan with number 9, Gracie Conway back to serve. Zitgraf, and that's just unfortunate there. The ball ricocheted off of the basketball goal and down in play. Not much you can do about that. So a timeout by Wapahani, and we will take a timeout here with them. Again, this will be our Kenshaw Properties game break. Cowan 16, Wapahani 15, set number 3. Welcome back here, folks, again to our Kenshaw Properties game break. It's Cowan 16, Wapahani 15 here in set number 3 of the evening. Again, tonight's game is tied up at 1 set apiece, so again, a very crucial third set here down the stretch. We'll see if the Raiders can prevail here in this one. We've got another tight one, as usual. This handled by Zitgraf. Rhodes will get it over there, and then some miscommunication between Baker and Zitgraf. It's now 17-15. Crucial error there by Wapahani. And that's going to barely be out of bounds. So service error there for Conway, and now Brewer will see the floor here for Wapahani with Cameron Wise back to serve. Nice serve there from Wise right over there on that right side. Blocked by Bowden. Clark will punch it over. There's Rhodes. Bowden to Cook. Mace kind of helped her out right there and missed hit by Bird. And again, the Raiders will tie it up at 17. Handled by Conway. Right back at it. Rhodes there to dig it out. Brewer on the approach and collects the kill, and the Raiders back ahead by 1. So the Blackhawks will now take the timeout, and we'll stick right here with you during the timeout, folks. Again, be back at it again tomorrow night, right here from Raider Gymnasium. Wapahani, Muncie Burris. JV start time 6 o'clock. Varsity game to follow. Please join us for that one. And what will be a great, another great ball game. We've had really some, tough games down the stretch here, which really, in my opinion, I think that's really what you want. You want to play the best teams. You were getting ready to go into the state tournament. You want to play the best teams. And, none better than the 3 you're going to have right here. And even we'll play Leo on Saturday as well, which they're a very good team as well. So really, you have 4 games to wrap up the season that are dominating teams and very, very good. And Brewer with a stamp on point number 19. And the Raiders have now stretched that lead to 2. Now, obviously, it doesn't seem like much, but in a game like this, any kind of lead you can have, the better off you're going to be here down the stretch, as Mace will watch that one fly by her head and out of bounds. Great court vision there by Riley Mace. So she'll be back to serve now. Handled by Zitgraf. Bowden to Brewer. Yes! Off of Conway, out of bounds. A kill for Cadence Brewer. And in will come Briley Felton for Ashton Zitgraf with Macy Bowden back to serve. Clark with a set up to Harrington. Bowden will dig it out. Baker to Cook. Good job there by Sophia Smith, as that was blocked again by Brewer. Rhodes laying out for it. It's back to Cook one more time. Yes! Heck yes! And a timeout by the Blackhawks. Mercy. 21-18. Set number 3 here from Raider Gymnasium. We'll step aside and we'll be back right after this message.
We know the right way to get you where you need to go. We'll be the wheels underneath you, out on the road. We're driven to give you the best service. We're driven cause we know you deserve it. Stoops, we're driven to be the best. Stoops, we're driven to be the best.
All right, welcome back here, folks. Brandon Morvillius alongside here with me, cameraman Jordan Redbeard McCoy. It's Wapahani 21, Cowan 18 here in set number 3. We have Macy Bowden back to serve. Handled by Harrington, set back to her by Clark. There's Bowden. Baker on the Cook. Might have led her too far, but was able to get it over. Now Bird on the attack and off the hand of Felton and out of bounds. So a big kill there by Josie Bird, as J.C. Harrington will now be back to serve here for the Blackhawks. Again down by 2, 21-19. And that's going to be well out of bounds off the serve. Crucial error there by Harrington. And the Raiders look to execute it here. Only needing 3 more points. Are up by 3 as well. Rich and Stanley back into the fold here for Wapahani. Handled by Harrington, set to Conway. Baker stretches out for it, but a well-placed ball gets the Blackhawks back on the board. Now number 2, Ashlyn Clues back to serve. Brewer on the attack. Absolute money is Cadence Brewer. Time after time, I tell you what, that young lady continues to come up big here for Wapahani. And the duo, you know, I say it all the time, the duo there in the middle with Brewer and Wise. It's hard to get much better than them. Wise on the attack, and speaking of which, right there, just another prime example. So here we are at set point, 24-20, Wapahani. Baker back to serve. And that's oh no, that looked like an ace. All right, so they're saying that was a point for Cowan. It looked in to me, but I mean, just got to go with whatever was said right there. It is what it is. Harrington gets it over and inbounds right on the line. So it's given the Cowan Blackhawks some new hope here, still down by 2. And Wapahani will now take a timeout. Again with the Raiders ahead 24-22 here in the 3rd set of the evening. Again, I'd like to thank some more sponsors here tonight. I'd like to thank Stoops Automotive Group, Buick and GMC Dealership. We're located at 4055 West Clare Lane in Muncie, Indiana. Stoops has a wide variety of brand new and pre-owned vehicles of quality brand names. So if you have an interest in a vehicle, would like some more information about one, contact Stoops at 765-288-1903 and visit their online website at stoopsauto.com. Hours are Monday through Friday, 7:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. And they're also open Saturday from 8 to 4. So again, a special thanks to Stoops Automotive Group, Buick and GMC Dealership. Stoops is driven to be the best. So Sophia Smith will be back to serve for Cowan. Wapahani still here at set point, and the Raiders will win it. Smith serves it into the net. What an unfortunate way to lose, especially after another hard-fought set. But the Raiders prevail again here in set number 3 to take a 2-1 lead over the Cowan Blackhawks. Goodness gracious, folks. Again, the energy's kind of back again. It kind of has that state tournament feel again, the normalcy. And even, after that first set, Wapahani was down. They had just a tough stretch right there towards the end of the first set, but man, they have bounced back. And they have bounced back in the right direction. And now taking a 2-1 lead. So we'll see what set number 4 has in store for us here live on the WHS network. So please don't go anywhere. We'll have it all live right after these breaks.
Hi, I'm Austin Rich with Next Home Elite Real Estate. Next Home Elite Real Estate's primary focus is to enrich lives by helping people find their next home. As one of Delaware County's premier realtors, I provide consumer-focused branding, the newest technology, and a marketing plan that provides superior service to all of my clients without compromise. For any and all of your real estate needs, contact me, Austin Rich with Next Home Elite Real Estate at 765-749-4546.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, again to the WHS Network on YouTube.com. I'm Brandon Morvillius, and alongside here with me is cameraman Jordan Redbeard McCoy. Gearing up for set number 4 here of the evening. Wapahani with a 2-1 lead over Cowan. As we begin the 4th set, here Reese Baker back to serve. Again, we appreciate everyone for joining us here tonight and supporting both programs. Again, I'll tell you what, you're not going to get a whole lot better than Delaware County Volleyball at its finest level. I mean, I don't care who it is. We've had our games throughout the year of, with us and Delta and Yorktown, for a couple games. And, now Cowan again here tonight and Westdale, such good teams here in Delaware County year after year. And another great one so far here tonight between Wapahani and Cowan, and was definitely expected as usual. So a quick start here for Cowan. Back against the wall. They've been here in this situation a couple different times throughout the season. And in fact, they just had one the other night against Alexandria, where Alexandria was up 2-0 in the ballgame. 2-0. And Cowan came back and won it in 5. And right now the Blackhawks are definitely answering the call here in the 4th set, already up 4-0. Again, Ashlyn Clues still back to serve here for the Blackhawks. Baker there, Bowden will set it on up for Rich. Dug out there by Cruz, and the Raiders will get on the board. I'll tell you what, got to give a lot of credit here. You've seen a lot of great things here from Warren Rich and Madeline Rhodes both. Coming in and filling in for Mallory Summers. I've already touched a little bit there on it. But I'll tell you what, these young ladies coming off the bench like this and never, they really haven't seen much in the way of varsity playing time. They've gotten a little bit, but nothing in a high-pressure, intense game like this. And I'll tell you what, very impressed. Very happy for them as well. It's good to see these ladies do well. Conway on the attack, too strong on the shot, and now 4-3. So the Raiders have now answered back here with 3 consecutive. We have Ashton Zitgraf still back here to serve for the Raiders. Dug there by Conway off a serve, set right back to her by Harrington. Stanley gets there. Bowden now to Rich. The soft touch. And it's another kill, and the Raiders have tied it at 4. Beautifully done by Warren Rich. And Zitgraf will serve that one out of bounds, but still a good stretch of points there for Wapahani now. 5-4 Blackhawks with number 10, Sophia Smith, back to serve. Handled by Baker. Bowden will get there. Stanley gets it over. Now a little free ball here for Cowan. Conway on the attack. Baker digs it out. Back to Conway one more time, and a little too strong again for Conway. So tied at 5 now, and we'll see Cook and Rhodes back in for the Raiders with Madeline Rhodes back to serve. That's Rhodes there with some great hustle, but can't get there in time as Conway execute on a real nice setup there and was able to finish it off there. Now 6'5" Cowan. Zitgraf is there now on to Wise. That looked to have been off the fingertips. Okay. So a point for Cowan. It was out of bounds. So no tip was called. Zitgraf shanks over there to the left side. Cook gets there somehow. Harrington now dug out by Baker. Bowden to Cook. And they're going to say it's a 4-hit call. And so now Cowan back to a 3-point lead. Shank backwards, and that's going to be an ace for Emma Clark. So momentum is swung back in favor of the Blackhawks here. Baker, Bowden, Wise, yes. Again off the fingertips, found the back left corner. And the Raiders back in here now with Lauren Luce back to serve, coming in for Cameron Wise. I don't know if she's just giving Cameron a little bit of a break here just to save her arm or what the case might be. Brewer on the attack. There's the block. Zitgraf to Cook. Clark to Conway and straight down. Conway absolutely nailed that one to the floor. So Baker now in the ball game here. We'll have Conway back to serve. There was Rhodes. Now Baker sets it up to Cook. Goodness. So off the rafters and in play, or down in play, that's another kill for Wapahani. Briley Felton will return to the Raider rotation. Macy Bowden back to serve. Also we have Cadence Brewer in here. Baker, Bowden, Cook. Yes. Lack of communication there by Cowan. Again, as Conway kind of anticipating that heavy ball right there from Cook. It was deflected. Again, kind of had to change directions quickly there off of her heels and then onto her toes and couldn't get there in time. The Raiders will hit that one under the net, and Cowan will again push ahead here by 3. Number 10, Sophia Smith will return to the floor here for the Blackhawks with number 6, Riley Mace back to serve. Baker, tell you what, a bad deal right there, but Bowden gets to it, and now they're saying that she went under the net and over the line. So the Blackhawks again up by 4, 12-8. And another service error for the Blackhawks now with Gracie Stanley and Lauren Rich returning for Wapahani. Stanley now back to serve. Again, let's see if the Raiders can get something rolling here in set number 4. And that's going to hit out of bounds by Harrington. Okay, so they're calling the deflection. So deflection off of Wapahani. I couldn't, in all honesty, I couldn't tell if it was or not. Great job there by Baker. Harrington now to Smith. Bowden gets there now. Stanley, will the Raiders get it over? They will not. And I'd say the Raiders might be close to taking a timeout here. And they will do so. So it's Cowan 14, Wapahani 9 here in set number 4 of the evening. We'll step aside for a quick break, and we'll be back following the timeout. Folks, had to cut the commercial there. As back out of timeout, they got out here a little bit faster than the entire full timeout there. So nonetheless, 2-hit call there in Wapahani now, 15-9 Cowan. I believe this is the largest lead of the night for either team. And a block there, and the Raiders are now starting to kind of fall apart here. Got to get regrouped quickly. Because now you've kind of dug yourself a little bit of a hole you're going to have to get yourself out of quickly. Handled by Stanley. Bowden to Felton. Blocked. And now they're calling another 4-hit call. Stanley. Bowden. Brewer. Handled there by Harrington. Now Clark gets it over. Baker there in time. Bowden now to Felton. Nice hustle. Harrington gets there to dig it in time. Bowden. And here comes Rich. Making Mace wear that one. A kill for Lauren Rich. Coming up with another big point. And the Raiders have got to get it rolling. Down by 7. Tell you what a tough-knit group this Cowan team is. Found yourself down 2-1. They played very well here in this fourth set. As Felton will hit that one out of bounds. Again, you can say the same thing there for Wapahani. Down 1-0 early. Again, went to the locker room, got refocused, and came back out the next 2 sets, and I wouldn't say took it to Cowan by any means because they were still very close sets, but played a lot better as Wise connect back to a 7-point Cowan lead. Ashton Zitgraf now in for Briley Felton, and Zitgraf will be back to serve. Again, Zitgraf coming into the evening. Overall here on the season with 24 aces. And serves that one into the net. And again, a very crucial point given there to Cowan. Bowden on to Rich. Soft touch there. Harrington gets there. Now Conway. Looked like Conway had hit that twice. Baker back to Rich again, and that's going to be too long. I still think Conway got away with 2 hits right there. It looked like she had deflected that up in the air and then went and hit it again after that. Neither referee seen it, and the line judges didn't either. So nonetheless, It's 20-11, Cowan. And again here, the Raiders in a bind. Heck of a situation now that they've found themselves in. And so now you're in this timeout. Obviously, I'm sure, hopefully that they're able to, the team can come together right here in such a crucial time. But again, a lot of respect there for Cowan. They've came out here in this fourth set and have played very well. They've, in many ways, have taken it to us down the stretch here and have put themselves in a very nice position to get this to a fifth and deciding set. So Cowan in the driver's seat coming back out of timeout. It is Blackhawks 20, Raiders 11, set number 4 of the evening. In Wapahani with a 2-1 lead. Handled by Baker, Bowden to Wise, bringing the hammer. Chloe Cook and Madeline Rhodes now in for the Raiders, with Madeline Rhodes back to serve. Nice serve there from Rhodes right along the sideline. Conway gets a block by Karen Wise. Again, Wise coming into the night with a team leading 45 blocks. She nearly had more blocks than what the whole entire Cowan team had coming into the evening. So a service error by Rhodes, now 21-13. We'll have Emma Clark back to serve for Cowan. Handled by Rhodes. Bowden will set it on up for Cook. And Conway buries that one. Mercy. And we're going to see Mallory Summers now in here. Again, I'm not exactly sure what happened earlier with Mallory. The main thing is you want to assure her safety and make sure that she's okay. Whatever was going on, I don't know. And Cook will hit that one out of bounds. Wise collecting point number 14. Again, Cowan just 2 points away from taking a opportunity for set number 5 to win the ball game. Warren Luce now back there to serve, handled by Mace. Clark to Conway, and Zitgraff unable to get there in time, and pretty much a foregone conclusion here that Cowan's got this one. Got Conway back to serve. There's Zitgraff, Bowden, Cook. And so the Raiders will stay alive here again, even though it doesn't look too pretty for us right now, with this still being set point for a good while. Got to keep playing hard and never give in. Baker digs it out. Bowden will set it on up for Cook. Yes. Got to keep fighting, got to keep clawing, not giving in, and a timeout taken by Cowan. And again, we'll go ahead and stick right here with you during the timeout. Again, this will be our Kinshaw Properties game break. Some more sponsors we'd like to thank here this evening. We'd like to thank the Liberty Perry Alumni Association, along with President Richard Morris. The Liberty Perry Alumni Association serves as the Wapahani Center and Selma High School alumni. Make sure to visit their online website at www.libertyperryalumni.com to get information on any events and to purchase any Wapahani-related items on their web store, and also to purchase an engraved brick for the Alumni Brick Walkway. You can simply fill out a form, which is on the homepage of the alumni website. So that was Bowden back there to serve. Clark sets it up to Harrington. There's Summers. Bowden now on to Felton. Mishandled. A kill for Felton. (24-17). Handled by Conway. Now Clark on to Harrington, and inbounds there, and that's going to end the fourth set. So the Raiders gave it a good shot there towards the end. Didn't turn out very well for us, but still 25-17 four-set win here for the Blackhawks. So we'll step aside here for a break, folks. Again, with this one going to a fifth and decisive set from Raider Gymnasium.
We know the right way to get you where you need to go. We'll be the wheels underneath you, out on the road. We're driven to give you the best service. We're driven cause we know you deserve it. Stoops, we're driven to be the best. Stoops, we're driven to be the best.
All right, folks, welcome back. Fifth set of action live here on the WHS Network here on YouTube.com from Raider Gymnasium. Again, it's Wapahani and Cowan here in this MEC Conference Showdown. As Bird will hit that one out of bounds, and the Raiders will get off to a 1-0 start. Again, another battle here this evening, folks, and we kind of expected it, obviously, to be a great game. Highly competitive. I didn't know if it'd go to a fifth set or not, but it always, runs that opportunity and that risk of going to a fifth set. But a lot of credit here to both teams. They've battled all night long and put themselves in a position here for either one of them to come up with a win. So big kill there for Mallory Summers. Good to see her get that one out of the way again. Again, coming back there towards the end of the fourth set. Clark tips it over there. There's Stanley. Bowden now on Summers. Yes! Gotta keep pressing forward here. Wapahani 3, Cowan 0. Baker back to serve. Handled by Harrington. Clark back to Conway. And Stanley unable to get there in time. A kill for Gracie Conway, and we'll get the Blackhawks on the board here in set number 5. Now with Ashlyn Clues now in the ball game and back to serve. And a crucial service there by Clues. And the Raiders now lead at 4-1. Ashton Zitgraff now in for Briley Felton. And Zitgraff will be back to serve. Floater serve there from Zitgraff. Harrington to Conway. And another kill for Gracie Conway, 4-2. With number 7, Madeline Howe returning to action for Cowan. With number 10, Sophia Smith back to serve. There's Baker, Bowden, Wise, kept alive. Nice job there for Macy Bowden. Now Summers gets involved. Conway again will get it over and inbounds. Baker, Bowden, Summers, Marcy. Absolutely unloaded on that one. Mallory Summers. 5-3 Wapahani. So we have Wise back in the game. Also we have Summers back to serve. Zitgraff, Bowden, Wise, and that's blocked. Gracie Conway has been the source of offense here in set number 4, or set number 5 rather, with all 4 points. Handled by Zitgraff off the serve. Baker sets it on to Cook. Mace is there. Conway back on the attack, and again, Conway putting the team on her back. Tied at 5, Emma Clark back to serve. Skipped over the top of the net, and that will be an ace now for Clark. And Cowan has now went on a 5-1 run after the Raiders started out 4-1 lead. Handled by Summers. There's Bowden to Cook. Blocked. Wise now to Summers. Or pardon me, that was Bowden to Summers. Here's Conway again. Baker digs it out and mishandles that one. And Wapahani will take a timeout. Again, it's just been one of those games, you know, you get a run together. That's exactly what Cowan's been able to do now. A 6-1 run. The Raiders have got it, again, they've got to get it together. And, you know, you're only down by a couple points here, but that couple points can turn into a 4, 5, 6-point lead rather quickly for Cowan. I mean, obviously we've seen that there in the 4th set and how a lead can build rather quickly. Both teams very resilient. They've continued to fight all night long, and the 5th set definitely going in the direction here of the Cowan Blackhawks so far. Again, this 5th set being played to 15. Those of you that didn't know that, now you do. Zitgraff, bad pass there. And Wapahani will come up with a point on that violation on the Blackhawks. So now Lauren Luce for Cameron Wise. Also, Cadence Brewer returning to the Raider rotation. And Luce will serve it out of bounds. Gracie Conway back to serve for Cowan. Ahead by a pair. And now she will serve it into the net. So the Raiders send it out of bounds. Cowan can't even get it over. Back-to-back services. 8-7 now. Briley Felton returning to the floor for Wapahani. Macy Bowden back to serve. Clark is there. Now Summers. Bowden on a Cook. And blocked. Harrington with the block. Serving now for Cowan, number 6, Riley Mace. Brewer on the attack that time. Clark with the dig. Harrington now on. And they are on a little bit of a run now. The Blackhawks are up by 3. Can the Blackhawks pull it off here? Obviously, for Wapahani's sake, you hope that doesn't happen, but the Blackhawks are in the driver's seat. And Wapahani will take a timeout. So we shall take a timeout with them. It is Cowan 11, Wapahani 7 here on the WHS Network. We'll be back right after these messages.
Hi, I'm Austin Rich with Next Home Elite Real Estate. Next Home Elite Real Estate's primary focus is to enrich lives by helping people find their next home. As one of Delaware County's premier realtors, I provide consumer-focused branding, the newest technology, and a marketing plan that provides superior service to all of my clients without compromise. For any and all of your real estate needs, contact me, Austin Rich with Next Home Elite Real Estate at 765-749-4546.
Back out of timeout. Again, the Blackhawks lead your Raiders 11-7. Set number 5 of the evening. And looked like Cowan got away with over the net call. So now 12-7. Wolf had been heading out of bounds, and Summers made a quick reaction, thinking it might dive back in. And that's going to be served actually into the back of one of her teammates there. So service there for Mace, but what a stretch. Goodness gracious. Cowan just 2 points away from winning here in 5 sets. Again, they went on a 12-4 run overall. No Sandal there, and that's going to be an ace for Stanley. Handled by Mace, and another ace for Gracie Stanley. Pedal to the middle. Timeout Cowan, and the Raiders are right back into the thick of things. 3 consecutive points put together, and as I just alluded to, pedal to the metal. We've got to keep it rolling here. Cowan still in the driver's seat, but the Raiders are starting to gain a little bit of momentum here. And again, all because of being able to serve. Get the ball over the net, keep it in bounds, and make the defense play. This Cowan team's a heck of a good team. Pretty solid defensively. Yeah, they just had a couple hiccups right there. But again, that's the importance of making your opponent play defense. Making, being able to pass the ball, make the right set and connect on it. It all falls into the same spectrum of things here. 13-10 now. Harrington, Clark back to Harrington. And Baker unable to get there. And the Blackhawks with match point. 14-10. There was Stanley. Bowden with a set up to Summers. Mace laying out for it. Now Conway on the attack. Bowden digs it. Baker to Summers. Mace again with another dig, and now a miscommunication. Oh boy. Harrington and Conway didn't know which one was going to take it. Now Reese Baker back to serve. Also Cameron Wise now in the ball game. Clark now on the Conway, and it's out of bounds. Mercy. And a timeout taken by Cowan. My goodness, folks. Again, that state tournament feel to it, I'm telling you. It hasn't really been here all season long, with the social distancing guidelines, the crowd, you're not being able to have as many people here. Oh my goodness, you gotta love it. The energy is back in the building. Now if the Raiders can just find a way here. You're down 14-12. You have Reese Baker back to serve. Everyone's on the edge of their seats, I'll tell you that. And there's an ace for Baker. Oh, heck yes. There's Harrington now, Clark on to Conway, and it's inbounds, and the Blackhawks win it. The final score here tonight, the Blackhawks win it in the fifth set, 15-13, again after being down 2-1. A lot of credit there for the Blackhawks there at the end. The Raiders climbed right back in it. And I'll tell you what a ball game. What a ball game. 5-set thriller here from Raider Gymnasium. Obviously not the way that you wanted it to end, but we've seen the same thing last year. Wapahani was on the other end of it. We got the win. This time Cowan comes into our place and was able to do just enough to win. So what a ball game. And the energy, the electricity within the atmosphere of this whole game, my oh my. And like I said, that was very, very close to a state tournament kind of atmosphere here tonight. That was a lot of fun. Like I said, just hope for a better result. But again, much respect there for Cowan. Well-fought ball game, hard, it was tough all the way through, and both teams continue to get after it, and unfortunately for the Raiders suffering the defeat here tonight. But we'll have all of the recap and much more coming up on our Raiders Live post-game show, so don't go anywhere. We'll have more right after these messages. right, folks, welcome back here to our Raiders Live post-game show, again presented by Kenshaw Properties. Again, here is the Cowan Blackhawks defeat your Wapahani Raiders here this evening in 5 sets. Again, Cowan took the first set 25-21. Again, the Raiders that answered back with the next 2 sets in the second and third. They were 25-22 set victories in both of those. And then Cowan clawed their way right back into it there with a 25-17 4-set victory. And then down the stretch there in the fifth and decisive set, the Raiders were down by 6. They was down 13-7 at one point. Got themselves right back into it. Was only down by 1, 14-13. And then unfortunately couldn't come up with the win here tonight and was on the short end of the stick. And, it happens. It happens, unfortunately. It was a hard-fought ball game on both sides, and well-disciplined group for Cowan. They kept getting after it. Again, the Raiders found themselves down 1-0 in the ball game to start off. You had Mallory Summers out of the ball game. Again, still don't know what happened there with her. The main thing is, you just hope she's okay. The volleyball aspect is secondary to her health. Her health is the primary focus. And, she ended up coming back there late in the 4th set, played the entire 5th set. So we're hoping that everything is a go for her. Hopefully everything is okay. But, we answered back. We answered the call. You had some young ladies there with Lauren Rich and Madeline Rhodes that I thought really played well for us, coming in as freshmen. That's that's a heck of a role then to fulfill the shoes of Mallory Summers in such a highly intensifying ball game like this. And for us to come out here and to have those ladies come up big in a lot of moments was important, and many others. Well, everybody, played hard and kept us right in it. Just wasn't enough in the end. And now you look towards tomorrow. You got to have a short memory here if you're Wapahani. Obviously, you can be mad about this. This is a game that was definitely winnable. But you could say the same thing for Cowan, and that's why they was able to get the W. It was kind of back and forth. It was evenly matched, and both teams, obviously were here to win. And unfortunately, there for the Raiders, they was unable to do that here tonight. But you come back out tomorrow night, you play another great team in the Muncie Borough Sows right here from Raider Gymnasium. So you got to defend your home court, and kind of have kind of be mad. Be mad about the way things happen tonight and use that to your advantage going into tomorrow night, and hopefully come away with a win. But that's going to be another tough game tomorrow night. The number 2, 3A, or in N3A, the Muncie Borough Sows again taking on number 2 and 2A here, your Wapahani Raiders tomorrow night. There'll be a JV start time at 6 o'clock. Varsity game to follow, and then again on Saturday we'll be traveling to Belmont for the Belmont Invitational. Again, that will be a 10 a.m. start time. Not sure if we'll be live or not for that one. We hope to be, but we'll find out more when we get there. So again, I greatly appreciate everyone for joining us here tonight and for watching us throughout the evening, junior varsity and varsity games. It's very much appreciated, and we thank everyone for supporting the Wapahani Lady Raider volleyball team. And again, congratulations there to Cowan on the victory here tonight. As your Raiders look to get back on the winning side of the scoreboard tomorrow night, again, make sure to join us. JV start time of 6 o'clock, varsity game to follow. So until then, folks, I'm Brandon Morvillius, alongside cameraman Jordan Redbeard McCoy, saying good night from Raider Gymnasium.